SVL Free News and Views for Wednesday, January the 23rd. Hope you all are having a good start to 2019. I'm down here at the Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce. I'll be introducing my guests in just a minute. But first, I want to thank all of our sponsors: Mitchell College, Randy Marion, Piedmont Healthcare, Blue Harbor Bank, Fast Fields, Key to Escape, The Escape Room, Statesville Family YMCA, and Crossroads Cycling. And I'm here with the Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce President, Shannon Viera. Shannon, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
And I just named several of your key members right there, our sponsors.
You did.
And that's right.
They are very good members.
And if you're not a member of the chamber, you should be a member. Is that
yeah. Call me and I'll tell you why. I give you 1,000 reasons.
Okay. You know, back before the first of the year, Mike Furman sat down and interviewed you. You just were getting your feet wet.
I think it was like day 4.
Day 4.
Honestly.
And we wanted to touch base with you again after the first year and kind of see what's going on. So tell us a few things you've learned about the job in Statesville so far.
Well, one thing I've learned about this chamber is that they are engaged in the community. They try to be involved in a lot of things, which is wonderful. Which means they're kind of listening and taking in all that's going on. And we have a wonderful staff. I knew that from the day I walked in, but after being here for a few months, I especially know how hard they work, and I'm blessed to have some hard-working group here. So it's exciting because we're all on the same page on some new ideas, and we're excited about those coming up down the pipeline. But I don't want to give them away quite yet.
Because you knew David Bradley, of course. David went to Athens. He handed off a good team to you.
He did. And I knew them before I got here, which made it even better. So I already had a good idea that I was getting a great team. So that made the job decision to come here even more easy to make.
So what have you learned about, what's surprised you about your state? You had a pretty good feel for what Statesville was all about before you got here, but what has surprised you since you've been here a little while?
Well, I mean, some of the things that come to mind are just how friendly everyone is and how open they have been and welcoming that they've been to my family. I think I said that maybe in our first time we talked, but I still believe that. Every time we go somewhere, it's like we just feel very welcomed. And also just how passionate people are about Statesville. I don't care what you're passionate about. If there's a lot of passion about making Statesville to grow and be something that's in their minds. And I find that very wonderful because, and it doesn't matter what you're passionate about, like I said, but it is a lot of passion here to do things, and I think that's exciting. You know,
this past weekend, we went downtown to one of the breweries, in fact, both breweries. We got 2 breweries open now. We have the Roots Outdoor, several new places. Wine Maestro is tuned up. We have the Sky Mountain Coffee coming. So downtown Statesville is just on it continues to grow and be an amazing place to come.
Yeah, it definitely is. It was one of the reasons that we wanted to move here. We loved that downtown atmosphere, and honestly, there's a lot of things about Statesville. You've got the downtown. You move outside of that, you've got your kind of commercial retail development, and then you got your industry. It has every element that you need to have a successful community. So that's what's exciting about being here.
And tell us a bit. You're getting ready to prepare for your first annual meeting.
Yes, February the 19th at the Civic Center. We are taking nominations for awards. So if you have not nominated your business, or you have a business you would like to nominate, please do that. It's important that we tell the story of our business community, and this is a wonderful time to do that.
And Citizen of the Year.
Citizens of the Year, Small Business of the Year, Large Business of the Year, Nonprofit. We cover all of it. So this is a wonderful time to get out there and tell us all about yourselves.
Okay, your speaker this year is Denise Ryan. So tell us a little bit about her.
Man, she is dynamic. Some people I've talked to have heard her speak, and some have not. She is well worth the opportunity to come and listen to her. She will fire us up. The theme of the event is riding the waves of change. With the chamber having a new chamber president, just the things that are going on in our community, it's a perfect time to talk about how to deal with change and how to embrace it and how to move forward and get everybody on board with change. And she will leave everyone feeling extremely excited and motivated. Not to mention all the awards that we're going to give out. So it's going to be a really high-flying evening, definitely.
You know, after you're settling into this position, and you had the same position previously, correct?
I did.
So what do you think is the key to being a successful president of a chamber?
Wow, being successful president definitely is listening to your business community, listening to the citizens, just listening and hearing what their needs are, and then trying to figure out how you mold that into chamber programming based on your mission and vision. And sometimes those things all change on a, I mean, sometimes on a monthly to yearly basis.
Sure.
So I listen. I love talking to people. I love talking to the members. I love talking to non-members, people that aren't even joining the chamber, just to hear what's going on in the community, and then figuring out how we can make the chamber be successful for them in their business.
You know, last week we sat down with Dr. Tim Brewer at Mitchell College, and they're playing a tremendous role in workforce development. I know that we hear over and over. So what is the chamber doing, and what do you see as the key to continuing workforce development successfully?
So on a local level for workforce development is just number one, letting the parents and the kids know what is available to do in Statesville as far as work.
Right.
We created this Blueprint magazine. I didn't do it. David did it before he left, but I'm here to promote it. And it was a great publication that we gave to all the 8th graders in Iredell Statesville school systems, and they took it home for their parents, and it was an opportunity for them to kind of see what we have available right here in their own hometowns. And we'll continue to build on that. We have videos, there's the blueprint. From a business level, as far as the chamber providing workforce development, we have a great series coming up in 2019 that I'm excited about. We are partnering up with the University of NC State. They have a program called Institute of Emerging Issues, and they have speakers that will come to our community and talk about various issues. So we have decided to tackle workforce. So we have 4 series sessions coming up in 2019. The first one will be in March, and it's called A Snapshot of Talent Attraction, which is how to build on what you have, how to grow it, how to attract people to come here. That's another issue, is like not only keeping the talent, but how do you bring it back? How do you bring people outside in? So we're going to look at Iredell in general and just see what's going on in our county, from demographics to include affordable housing. I mean, it's just going to kind of give everybody a snapshot of what's happening here. And we are partnering, like I said, with NC State Institute of Emerging Issues, and we have worked with Leslie Boney. He's the guy that's going to come. It might be him or a joint presenter from somebody that has a specific, who can talk specifically on the issue. Here's one that I'm really kind of excited about, because I'd never heard the term before, but I've heard it twice in the last 2 months. It's called co-opetition.
Co-opetition?
Co-opetition. And it's building off the power of interconnectedness. It's 2 businesses that maybe do the same thing, but how they can grow their businesses working together so that it benefits both. It's probably not a new concept, but it's something that's trending right now, and we're excited to bring that concept to Statesville and talk more about it, and how we can all work a little better to look at our strengths as a region and work together to do that. We also have how do we develop a skilled workforce when there's not a lot to build from? So it's called just-in-time workforce, and how do we adjust what we're doing now to kind of grow and build on what we have, and then the challenges of the future workforce, which is preparing the future.
And I would think too, you would even want to attract people from outside of the county who might want to move here, you know, for those positions. Yeah,
and honestly, one thing you asked me earlier, something surprising about Statesville, is how many people work here but don't actually live here. I found that pretty interesting.
Right.
There's a lot of people that, I guess, being where we're located in the county, we have a lot of counties that surround us, so it kind of makes sense that we're, a migration out type of community where people work here but they don't actually live here. So I find that kind of fascinating. But we're excited about bringing just some topics to light and then seeing where they go from there.
So there'll be a meeting or a presentation on this at some point?
Yeah, and we'll be submitting those dates on our calendar very soon. And if someone is not on our email list and would like to be, they just need to call the chamber and ask us, or they can check out our online calendar or our Facebook, because we do post both of those places on what's happening.
And if you're a member and you want to come to the annual meeting, you need to register? Or?
Yes, register online, or you can call the office if if you need help, and we'll get you registered.
Okay, so Shannon, welcome to Statesville.
Yeah.
We are just so pleased to have you, and honored to have you here leading the chamber.
Thanks.
And we know that you're in good hands. And if you haven't done it yet, go to svlfreenews.com, sign up for your email edition, which comes out every morning at 5 a.m. I'm sure you open that up every day.
I do, actually.
That's right.
Before I do anything else in the morning, I go through my emails, and that's the one that's in there.
Go to Statesville Free News. So Shannon, thank you again, and we'll look for us to go on their website to see what's going on at the chamber, because if you're not a member, you're missing out.
StatesvilleChamber.org.
There you go. Okay, so everybody have a great week, and I will see you on Friday.